So, all of you can hear me?
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Evening. How are you?
Fine, sir. Great, sir.
Couldn't see you.
One
all
second,
of
sir.
you.
I'll go drink water.
Ah. How was your holiday?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Hello, can you hear me, sir? Hello. Hello, sir. Guys, am I audible? Sir?
Yes.
Okay.
Checking, huh?
So what happened, sir? No one is speaking.
You were also not visible a little while ago.
Sir, I just used the restroom, sir.
Hmm. Can I see all of you?
Yes, sir. One
Sir,
second, sir. No, I am not. I can only see a T.
Nobody is visible.
Sir, I am. My video is on.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Me and Bhumbai's videos are on.
okay. Nitish, Tarun, what about you?
Nitish
Yes,
is
sir.
saying no, sir. NS.
Yes, sir. I'm
Oh,
back,
no,
sir.
sir.
Wait, what happened? Did anything happen?
A lot.
What happened?
Nitish,
We
Yes,
finished the
sir.
chapter.
What?
your video? Your video?
Yes, yes, sir. Down on me. Down on me.
Nitish, you came too late. We finished the chapter.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Can you all see this white board?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, all right. We'll start a new chapter today.
So what test answers?
Hmm?
Will
Waste of time.
Discussing
I
the
didn't do it,
test
so we're not
answer.
discussing it. Tarun, what are you
Wait, what?
playing like a 2-year-old? Putting your mouse laser on your face.
Oh, you bought
It's
it,
unhealthy, da.
Tarun. Okay, okay, so.
Unlucky for me, my mouse doesn't have a laser.
In this. But I'm not using it right now. So. Sir, you can start, sir. Hey, stop it. Oh, what
Oh
the-
my god.
Sir, you can start, sir.
Tarun will
Bro,
teach us.
defeat camera. Hey, Tarun.
Come on, Tarun. Teach
Sir,
us
we all
something.
don't want to fail, sir. Sir, we all don't want to fail. Sir, even if he teaches himself, he fails, sir.
Hey, why the puff? Yes, sir, he left, sir.
Hey, he went
Pick up, bro.
somewhere, da. He went somewhere. Sir, you can start, sir. We're all listening. So I'll just drink water and come, sir. 1 second, real quick.
Sir, can you tell which chapter it is, sir? I'll just take the textbook, sir. So, is this a chapter name? Let's go. Linear equation is like my favorite chapter, sir. It's so
Sir,
easy,
we are
sir.
not able to hear you, sir.
We can hear him. He's speaking. He's not speaking right now. That's why you can't.
What are linear equations?
So,
It's equations that do not have
Your name is Tarun?
like
Is your
equations
name
that do
Tarun?
not
hey, he did not ask you, das uncle.
he asked everyone. Yeah, sorry.
He asked Tarun.
What are linear equations?
Sir,
Hey, he asked Tarun.
it is. Okay. Tarun left.
Yeah,
Listening.
late realization.
Simultaneous linear equation. Okay, I found it. I found the textbook, sir.
So is it two variable linear equation?
Yeah.
So we have
So
two
I
linear
I love
equations
to variable
simultaneously.
Mhm. Okay, let's
So is
see.
it also variable, sir?
Let's see what is the situation. So there are three parts, okay? Part 1, equations. Okay. Part 2, linear equations. Part 3, simultaneous linear equations. Okay.
Sir.
Let's see
sir.
part 1.
So can you just go to the
Equations.
previous one? I'll just write the parts.
This will be shared, document. Don't worry.
No, sir, but the documents are being shared like very randomly, sir. So it's better to write now itself.
Okay, fine. Done? Yeah.
Second one.
Let's see part 1.
Last two words.
So I didn't write it yet.
Simultaneous linear equations.
It's last word, last two words, last two words.
Okay, so finish, sir.
Shush.
Yes, sir.
So what are equations?
Sir, they are
Any sum or difference with the equal sign.
they're the chemical reactions of math.
What?
Sir, do you also have a black screen on your screen?
Yeah, that's what I was checking, sir.
Black screen.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. There's some black line thing in the middle. Sir.
Yeah, some other window open on top.
I thought it was only for me.
My God, sir.
On my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
on
sir.
yours.
Something. You have any other window open on top of your whiteboard, sir?
It's like a
Okay,
patch
let's
of
see.
black screen.
Some black line or screen in the middle of the whiteboard, sir.
I will definitely listen.
While I'm writing, then also it is coming.
Yes,
No, sir.
It's not- it's
From
not
the whiteboard itself, sir.
on the
Covering
whole
half
screen.
the screen, sir. Not the whole, but the half the screen.
Center half. Center.
Okay, no problem.
Now we can see, sir. Now it's proper.
Oh yes.
Okay, so equations, you will hear this term a lot.
Everyone.
Okay, and even if you ask anybody that what are equations, you might not get a satisfactory answer. Okay, but his mic is on.
Who's makes it?
It's
Yeah.
also on, sir. But I can also hear it, so it's not mine.
Says Ankit's video and mic is off. Tarun is
Also,
not
video is also off. I am the only good boy here.
here. Sorry.
Good. So like you can ask what are natural numbers. Then you can say that 1, 2, 3, 4, all these numbers are natural numbers. You can ask what are rational numbers. Then you can give us some examples. And also you can have proper definition. But what are equations? There are
Huh.
not a very satisfactory answers,
Ah,
right? So
Yes, sir.
there is a word which is similar to equation that is called as identity. Can you tell the difference between equation and identity?
Identity
You
use
know,
formulas.
right? The
Yeah, sir.
identity a plus b whole square is
Yeah,
equal
A
to
plus B whole square, A
AC,
square
yeah,
plus B
like
No,
that.
square.
we need identities to form equations, and
We need formulas to do the equation.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
what I meant.
In equation, it's already given there.
So if I write a plus b whole square equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square, that is an identity. Can I call it an equation?
Yes, sir.
We can.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You can, sir.
Mhm. Okay.
It's
Then
because this side is equal to this side, sir.
can I call this 2x square 2y square equal to 8? Is this an identity?
Yes, sir. No, sir. It's not an identity.
No, it's not an identity.
Sir, it is an identity. Sir, it is an
No,
identity.
it's not an
Sir,
identity.
Sir, a square plus b square. That's the identity.
Yeah, but it should
Uh-huh.
be A plus B, A minus B, right? Then only it's an identity.
Do you see the point what I want to make? There is a little
what-
difference between equation and identity. What is that difference?
So it's using a specific formula to answer everything. Identities is using a formula. Equation is using actual mathematics or like sense.
So you
No,
get that, right?
Yes, sir.
Identity is
It is-
also actual mathematics, there.
Yeah.
I'm not talking like that, Ra. Like it gives it like A plus B. If they ask 2 plus B whole square, you will write like 2 square plus B square. Like that's the actual equation. But if they ask in identities, you have to write 2 square plus 2AB plus B square. Like that you have to write.
Are you all satisfied with your answers?
Pretty.
So I say we need identities to form equations, sir. I mean, we need identities to solve equations, sir.
Okay.
I saying we do not need identities to solve all equations. Sir.
Solving is a later stage. First, what is the difference between identity and equation? You would have often seen that equations are written in sometimes x, y, and z, but identities are written in a, b, c. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I mean, like, it's variable. You can use anything you want.
We can use, yeah, we can certainly use.
The
The
reason behind
difference
that.
is, yeah, the difference is this and
Sir,
this.
you get the
In
same
this,
value every time, sir.
the difference is we are looking for which x and y satisfy this equation. Okay, which x and y satisfy this expression. Okay, identities are something where you plug in the values. LHS is equal to RHS.
Sir,
Understandable?
but also in equation, LHS is always equal to RHS, right, sir?
No. For example, you can put here A equal to anything 2 and B equal to 3. Your LHS will be same as RHS always,
Yes, sir.
no matter
So that,
what A and B you take. But here
sir,
you cannot take anything.
so that's what I said, that you in identities, the like the left hand side will be equal to right hand side no matter what, the even if you substitute it or change the
No, but
values.
for an equation, I can't write 2 plus 3 is equal to 8, right, sir?
Yes, exactly. That's the point. The point is in equations, we are looking for the solutions. Okay, which
The
x and
logical
y,
reason.
which x and y satisfy the given expression. In identities, no matter what you plug in, LHS will always be equal to RHS. Okay. This is the
Yes.
difference between equation and identity. Understandable, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so that's what I said, but you said it was wrong, sir.
You said it a half
It's how
correct.
a word works.
So I said that LHS is equal to RHS even if you substitute it, no matter what, like you change the values, it will
Hey,
be the
okay,
same.
you're smart, Ra. You're smarter than
I
me.
asked what is the difference between these two things. You explained me one thing very well, but what is the difference? Getting the point?
In so an identity, both are same. In
Sir.
equation, it should satisfy the
Yes.
x and y should
Okay.
satisfy. Yes.
Yes,
Answered?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now part 2.
One second, sir. Plug in values.
Not something
Okay,
to
okay,
It's
sir.
not
You
something
can
to write
explain.
down. It's something to realize.
I realize it. Now I have to note it down.
Linear equations. Now, when we say linear equations, no, there are something which we had already assumed. Okay. First is expression. Another is graph. These two things define what are linear equations. Okay. Generally, an equation of whatever form which is given as an expression whose graph is straight line or plane. Plane means like tabletop. Okay. Whoever's graphs are looking like straight line or a plane, they are called as linear equations. Okay. Now, graph you know how to make. Generally, graphs are made
Yes, sir.
in XY coordinate system, where there are two x's and you plot points and then you make lines and all.
Sir.
So these two things sort of compose the linear equations. There are other equations also which are not linear. For example, an equation whose graph looks like this, a linear equation. Yeah, that means that this
The
is
expression should be
x
equal to
axis,
the graph.
this is y axis. The green shaded area looks like a line. It is a segment, you can say that it is a line segment, but it is extended in both directions. So these three
Definitely.
dots mean it go on infinitely in both directions. We cannot, of course, draw that. So we put three dots on both sides to convince the reader that it is extending up in both directions. Okay.
Or just two arrow marks
Yeah.
on both the sides.
Or two arrow marks on both the sides. Yes, both are okay. However, an object whose graph looks like the following. This is not a straight line or plane. Okay. So this is not the graph of any linear equation. So we say
Sir, like,
that
the graph, what do you mean by a straight line, sir? That means it has to be parallel to the y-axis or x-axis. That's when it will be a
no,
linear.
No.
straight
They have
line
to be
just
Sankar,
means straight
like
line
use your
just
common sense,
means
you'll know that. Like you know what it means, right? Why are you asking?
What do you mean by a straight line? Like,
Hey, you don't know what's
okay,
straight line.
okay, no problem. Can you tell which one of these objects are curved?
the second one.
Any object who is not curved is a straight line. Understood?
Yes, sir. Then the first one should be a linear equation, right?
Yeah. Any objects who is not curved is considered as the graph of the linear equation.
Yes, sir. You said that the first one is not a linear equation, but
No,
it is a
he
straight
said
line.
it is an linear equation.
First one is a linear equation. It is the graph of linear equation. Second one is not.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, this one is not. Okay. So
Yes.
part 2 tells linear equations, how do they look like when they are plotted in graph, in XY plane or on your chart paper. There is another version also which is called as a linear equation, which you will study in your 11th and 12th. But I can tell you what it is. That is plane. Okay, and it looks like this.
This is
Better
straight
to
line.
give you
It is
have
a
you seen
linear.
that a table at your home?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It is straight.
So this object, no, the one, the upper rectangular object. This
Yes, sir.
this is a, you can say that it is a rectangular patch. Okay. So if you extend this rectangular patch in all directions, you will get a sort of uh, the biggest tabletop, right? The bigger and bigger tabletops. So that yellow area of your tabletop is called as plane. That is also considered as graph of linear equations. Only
It's
difference
an
is that is this tabletop is in 3 dimensions. The straight
The graph
line is in
in one
2
dimension.
dimensions.
Or two.
a plane is an enclosed 2D figure with 4 sides. Is that correct?
There are no sides actually in plane.
Oh, okay. Oh, so a plane is a enclosed
Like-
2D
Just like
figure.
just like the straight line
Okay.
has no ends, the plane also doesn't have any end. Okay.
So plane is the
Well,
background of wherever you draw shapes.
Yes.
Yeah. Your
So can I
blackboard. Yes, please.
Monitor.
so that's not imagine as a tabletop, but this is a three-dimensional object, my AC remote. So like, let's say I like increase its
Just turn it upside down,
increase
sir.
it, huh?
Turn it upside down, so it'll be better.
It's
Ah,
a bit
okay.
more
Now do.
fine. So like I increase its measurement in all the sides. Like I take it like I extend it like this. So the object gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So
Yeah.
so what you're basically saying is that's it is
You have
increasing
superpowers.
Hey, shut up now.
as you are increasing it in 3 dimension. It is also and it is also a straight line. It is a linear equation, but in 3 dimension.
That's right. Unless or until there are no depressions or peaks like mountain and valleys, the object remains
It won't
as
be
a
a plane.
plane.
Depression is point where like it goes down, right? A bottom point.
Just
Depression
like
is a point.
uh, like this, no? If I have a glass, so inside that there
So,
is a
so, so
depression.
when a pyramid is turned upside down, it's the tip of the pyramid.
Yeah. So basically, if you roll a ball, there should be no way to stop the ball, to fall the ball. The ball should not fall anywhere. It should be free to roam around anywhere on the plane. Okay. That object is called as plane.
So, but if I let's say that I'm continuously increasing the size of that 3D object in all 3 dimensions, and I suddenly stop it in one direction and I start increasing it in only other 2 directions.
Hey, it's
So do
like
you call
space. That should have no. It's like the universe. It should have no end.
Universe has
So
said
when you when you
observable
when you
universe.
stop, I can tell
Yeah,
you,
we did it for
when
last
you
summer.
stop it at a I understood. I understood. When you stop extending in a particular place, that object is not 100% plane. It is a portion of plane. Just like a line segment or a ray is a portion of a straight line, likewise, that object is a portion of plane.
Yes, sir.
Even a ray is like that. You fix a point and you extend only in one direction. That is called as ray. It is a portion of a straight line. Okay.
So, but after going infinitely further, the ray will also become a line, right, sir?
For that
That's
you need
what
a
I'm
bigger
saying.
AC ray.
Okay. There is a difference between line segment, ray, and straight line.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so line is
All
like negative infinity to positive infinity, but ray is like 0 to positive infinity.
now
We went from
let's
linear
now let's
equations to geometry. Let's
now let's
do linear
talk about
equations.
the
Always question.
expressions. Now let's talk
Yes.
about the expressions of linear equations. Okay. So expression of linear equations. How does a straight line, or rather, how to write an expression?
There should be an operation and an equal sign.
To write an expression of straight line, we can, like, it is very comfortable to write to draw a straight line. You just have to bring your chart paper or graph sheet, you draw a straight line. That's most comfortable. But if you don't have that luxury, how will you write
Getting a
an
graph sheet.
expression? Yeah. If you don't have that luxury of getting a straight sheet or graph sheet, how will you write an expression?
It's actually tough to draw a
Scale.
straight line than you think it is, sir.
It looks like this.
Take a scale from your box.
X plus by is equal to c. Okay. For example, if you want to represent a equal to 1, b equal to 1, c equal to 1, it looks like
One.
x plus y is equal to 1. Okay. You can or 2. This is 2. Then a equal to 2, b equal to 3, c equal to 3. This looks like
So wait. So one second.
2x plus
2x
3y
plus 3y
is
equals
equal to
3c.
Equal to 3.
Okay, 3.
okay.
Okay.
And now I don't want only positive numbers. I want something negative also.
-5.
So a equal to 2, b equal to -4, c equal to -7. So it
So
looks
it will
like
be 2x minus
A-
4y is equal to
2x minus
-7.
4y minus 7. Yeah.
I can even have all negatives. Okay, I can have -3,
-3x
-6,
negative minus
minus
6
Sir,
9.
what
y
is
is equal
sir?
to
What is
-9.
A? What is B? And what is C, sir? Where do they
They
come
can
from?
be any
Changes
numbers.
the
They can
So,
be
you know,
any
like,
number.
it's
Sir,
an
so you're
expression.
so what do
using
they mean?
you're
What do they
using the
mean?
y-axis to like
So this
A
is I'll tell you what is the situation.
This side is
This
the
is a
expression and this side is a straight
this
line.
is a general expression.
Oh, okay. Like it's like the form of an expression.
It is the form
An
of an
example.
expression. You plug in the
It's like-
values
It's like
and you get a
identities.
particular example.
It's like identities.
Better to say it is equation.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'll show you an interesting thing. Okay.
but when this comes like in a three-dimensional where x, y, and z are there, then we have to take 3 variables. So like we can't
C will
substitute
become
all.
like 2z or something like that.
So what we can do is we can, you know, we can move in a structured way. Let's learn things about 2 dimension first, then move to 3 dimensions, then further. Is that okay?
So
Yeah, makes sense. Just like you are reaching in class 9th after going through class 8th, after going through class 7th, it is a structured way. So let's move it
but
in
if
a
you're too smart, you
structured
can
way.
go to skip a level.
Okay, we will discuss that also. But let me
Yes.
show you one very interesting thing. Have you heard about GeoGebra?
Geo
So
what?
what?
I'll show.
GeoGebra.
Yeah, I'll show.
Zebra?
GeoGebra. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Our maths teacher showed us
I don't know.
this during our maths class. Hey, Twinkle ma'am showed us.
Actually,
Yes.
Kirti Mama.
Yeah, Twinkle ma'am.
I don't.
Hey,
My
Never
teacher
taught
left
us in
class.
online.
Can you see
Twinkle.
this?
Oh,
Ma'am.
Twinkle, ma'am. I don't remember.
Can you
Yes,
see?
sir.
Oh yeah, yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes, sir. We did see this. We did see
Ah.
this.
Yeah,
We
our
So-
maths
see
teacher
this, sir.
showed this.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
We
So
have
do
done
you
this in school
remember?
also, sir.
Okay, do you remember what was the first equation which we wrote? A equal to 1, B equal to 1, and C equal to 2.
Equal to 1, C equal to 2.
Yes,
Equal
sir.
to 2.
It like plots a
Let's-
graph for it.
So let's put that. That means it will look like x plus y is equal to 2. Do you see something?
Oh my god. It's a straight line.
So
X
the
plus y
horizontal line which you are seeing, no, it is the x-axis, and the vertical line which you are seeing, it is y-axis. The green line,
The thing is, in the x side there is 2 and in the y side there is 2, but x is equal to 1, right, sir?
No,
Yeah,
it's
so
like
see,
see each point of the
one in-
graph like
let's draw another equation and then we will see better. The another equation was
sir, A equals 2, B equals 3, C equals 3.
yeah.
4, I guess.
It's
C equals 4,
2x,
sir. 2, 3, 4.
2x
2, 3, 4, sir.
plus 3y
Please, your video is stuck.
equal to 3.
My
Yeah, yours.
my video.
You see?
4, sir. Okay, anything.
Do you see the blue line?
No, it's 3 only. It's 3.
So the dots which you are seeing, it's actually it is inbuilt. Now you are
Yes,
not
sir.
able to see.
So 1 second, sir. Like don't teach anything. 2 seconds.
Sir, I don't get it,
Sir,
sir.
like, they use this in like trigonometry for plotting graphs. I remember.
Let's possibly write the equation.
Sir, did you teach anything, sir?
So
No. Okay.
So I don't get it. Like how? So equation to 2x plus 3y is equal to 3. But on the y scale, y is 1 dot on 1, and and on x scale, y is it on
In 1.5.
so that I'll tell you what is this. I'll tell you what is it. Don't worry. I am there, no, to tell. Don't worry. What is there? It is an inbuilt feature in this application that tells automatically at which point on x-axis your line is going to cut. Similarly, it automatically tells on which point of y-axis your line is going to cut. That is what these 2 points are there. It is an inbuilt feature. If I click outside, it won't tell. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
understanding?
Yes,
So
sir.
now we like manually solve the 2x plus 3y is equal to 3.
Don't worry about solving.
No.
Don't worry about solving. For that, I am with you. But first, you understand. Let's move in a structured way. How they look like. Be comfortable with the zone. That's it. Okay. Now, I'll ask you one simple question. Okay. Let's say I hide this blue equation. The whole graph paper is divided into how many zones?
Half, sir.
0.5.
How
What?
many zones?
So two
Partitions.
zones. 2 zones.
2 zones,
zones.
right? The
Oh,
lower
yes.
zone, the lower zone, and the upper zone, right?
So
Yes,
the
sir.
right hand zone and the left hand zone.
No.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Anything
Use
is
your
fine.
common
Anything
sense.
Now what
Not
happened?
here,
Now
and,
how many zones are there?
Sir, 3 or 4.
Sir,
4, sir.
two,
4.
Sir.
sir, 3 zones. 3 zones.
No, 4.
No, 6. Sir, 6 zones.
Don't see x and y axis.
No, sir.
Yes,
6 zones, sir.
No way. One.
The one, sir, the one below blue, the one
4
above
only.
blue. Sir, no, see, the one below blue, the one above blue, the one below green, the one above green, and the one between blue and green. There are 2 zones between blue and green. So
What?
it's
You can't say
4
the
zones.
only the space between the 2 lines, sir. Yeah, 4 only I also said.
6.
Only 4 zones.
No.
4 zones because
Four.
Sir, what is it?
I'll tell you.
So you can't count the lines like one,
So
like the
this
open.
one is the lowest biggest zone, the upper biggest zone, and these 2 strips. Is that
So
correct?
no,
Yes, sir.
what is like a zone? What is a zone?
Area.
The open
Like
area, da.
you take a sheet of paper, tear it. How many pieces are there?
2 pieces of it. Okay, so you're talking about how many zones means the zone between equation
How
1
many
and equation
pieces
2 is
of how many
There is
pieces
no
of
equation
sheet
2.
you will?
It's like tearing a page into 2. Like there's 2 halves.
it's like tearing a page into 2 with
Everybody convinced there are 4 zones?
yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, very good. Now
Where did you get
let's
things
see.
from?
Let's see something else.
I overthinked it.
That's why I'm the winner.
Of
Big deal,
videos.
Wait, 5.
Big deal. Big deal.
So why did you take equation 2, sir?
Now what about these?
3 zones.
3 zones.
It is parallel.
3 zones, yes. So these two equations sort of divided the whole xy plane in 3 zones, correct or not?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now let's do something else.
Like cutting the middle of the pizza and telling my parents that this
6
was
zones.
how
6 zones. Okay,
pizza
6
came.
zones. 6 zones, sir.
6 zones.
Yes,
right?
sir, 6 zones.
Yeah. Now, you see, let's play around. Let's play a little bit. If I have these 3 lines, okay,
So can you type infinite x minus infinite y is equal to infinite?
Bruh,
Hey, why do you
not an
seem so
actual expression.
cared about? See, why do you even seem so cared about infinity
Infinite,
from
you
the first
can't
class, Ra?
express it,
Like
Ra.
infinity for everything.
Infinity, you can't express it in here,
no
right? It's
problem,
not an
no
actual
problem. It is,
number. So it's not an
see,
actual number, sir.
see, my suggestion is, it is good to have a query, okay, but always move in a structured way. First learn small things, then learn medium things, then learn large things, and then go to extra large things.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Sir, this is extra infinity thing, sir. You won't never learn it, sir.
But what is then when 0x minus 0y is equal to 0, how will the line be, sir?
There'll be nothing. There'll be a
It is
point,
not,
I guess.
no, it is not even a equation of line. You have just 0 equal to 0. That's all.
Yeah, point. It's a point. It's like a
So
one-dimensional object.
ABC, choose some ABC which are non-zeros. Okay. For example, let's say I can still choose
2x
B and
minus
C to be
0.
Yeah.
2x minus 3y is equal to 0.
okay.
Right.
Fine. Let's see. We will get something.
Why are you talking about the grades so much, sir?
We'll get this line.
So you have 9
Okay.
zones, sir.
Yeah. We have 9 zones.
Can you show that x and y graph, sir?
Sure.
Sir, I think I found a better definition to understand this. So,
Google.
no. I learned this while learning something else. So, on the x-axis, when the green line is at 2, we need to check the y-axis, which is equal to 0. So, y is equal to 0 if x equals 2. So, if x equals to 1, so you can see where the x1, the green line is, and we can check what its value is in the y-axis. So, it's 1. So, if x is 1, then y is also 1.
Mhm. Okay.
I hope that is correct.
Okay. Let's see one thing. I want to see what are the coordinates of this. Where can I see?
How do
Coordinates
you
of
call it,
like the
sir?
points, sir. The coordinates of the
Yeah.
points. So
Yeah.
I think you have to click on that line. Yeah, I think you have to click on that line. So try clicking on the line.
Caption
So,
and value.
so what you are doing is basically
Yeah.
you are giving an equation
Oh,
and
negative 2 and 4.
program.
Okay. See.
You got the coordinates.
So we have the first equation
Coordinates.
and
Hey.
paths.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Uncle's okay. So what did you do?
In this, what are you doing is you're just writing an equation and the program is drawing the straight line for you. What if you draw the line and it tells what equation it is?
You can do that.
We can do.
But it won't be a straight line, right?
Sir, then can you draw a curve from 0 to 1?
It won't be an expression, Ra. Expression is always a
See,
straight
let's
line.
see. Okay. See, I want to show you something. Okay. It's the- See, miss the line. Okay. Okay.
So
Anyway,
just put A is equal to
x
0
plus y
and
is
2, sir.
equal to 2. Okay, fine. See, you can see the what are the coordinates of this? Now
Yes,
you will
sir.
be able to see. Okay.
Oh my
Let's
god.
see a 0, comma 2.
Yes,
This
sir.
is the green equation, x plus y equal to 2. So x is 0, y is 2, LHS equal to RHS, right?
So
1, comma 1. 1 plus 1 is 2.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
1.5, comma 0.5. What is that? 2
Don't
again.
get it. Sir, x
Yes,
plus
so
y.
like, so if y is equal to 0.5, x equals 1.5.
So likewise, the
what it
point
says.
3, comma minus 1, 3 plus minus 1 is again 2, isn't it?
yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Sir, I'm saying why did it not intersect in these joints but only in the green, sir?
One?
What?
I don't understand.
Sir, like I'm saying that you said 1 plus 1 is also equal to 2, 0 plus 2 is also equal to 2, 3 minus 1 is also equal to 2.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
But why did it only do 0 plus 2 is equal to 2?
Okay. So the green line is coming from this equation. Okay. X plus y equal to 2. So what I'm trying to show you that the expression x plus y equal to 2 and the points on the graph of this straight line, they are matching.
So I'm saying x plus y is equal to 2, which is equal to equation 1. Why did it take x as 2 and y as 0, which is equal to 2? But why did it not take x as 1 and y as 1, and why did it not get that as 2?
You can take.
Yes, sir. Why did it not take x as 1 and y as 1? Why did it take x as 2 and y as 0?
I have taken x is 1, y
You can
is 1.
find every single possibility if you click on that spot. That line
Like
just
the
shows
green
every
line is
possible
always equal
possibility.
to 2.
Okay,
This
okay,
just
okay.
this just shows that it has endless possibilities for x.
Okay,
X
sir.
and
Even
y
this
can be
is
anything.
possible.
anything.
The green line, wherever you move it, it's always equals to 2 only.
Okay, okay. Now I get it. Okay,
The
that's
point.
the first time I understood something this clearly.
Oh, what?
Now let's
What
see
about your name?
some other equation. Okay. We see the equation number 4. Equation 4 is 2x minus 3y equal to 0, which is this gray line,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So
green.
everything, everywhere you point that gray line to, which it will always be equal to 0.
Let's see, we have 0, comma 0. It is on this line.
0.
So 2 into 0 minus 3 into 0 is 0. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Let's see something, this one. 1.8, comma 1.2. Can you
sir.
see 2 into 1.8 minus 3 into 1.2, what it is?
Sir, can you repeat?
0.
2 into 1.8 minus 3 into 1.2.
2 into. Oh, okay,
You can
okay,
see
okay.
this point, no?
It will be 0. It will be.
It is 0, right?
1 second, I'll just check.
You don't have to,
Yes,
it
sir.
is going to 0 line. So it's just 0.
Yeah,
1 second,
that's
1
what.
second, 1 second.
See this point.
Oh, yeah. 3,
Minus 3
3.6 will
minus
give
2.
you.
Minus 3 minus 2. What about this?
So 0, sir.
0. No,
Again,
no, it'll give minus 5, sir. Oh, into.
no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
2x minus. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, sir, it'll give 0, sir.
Ah,
You don't have to calculate it, Nitish. Anywhere he points in that line is always equal to 0.
Hey,
so the
in an
conclusion,
experiment, you
see,
can never make
see,
assumptions.
okay, see, the
Fair enough.
conclusion is,
Faster than you done.
once you have the equation of the line and the graph of the equation, any point you see their coordinates, it will satisfy the equation. You plug in those coordinates, it will be okay. Understandable?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So,
This
so
is
this
one
is an
thing.
sir.
Huh?
This is an identity because every time you change the values, it always gives the same answer.
Correct. Now,
Yeah, that's
to
good.
know this, let me rephrase the question. If I have this equation 2x minus 3y equal to 0, I want to know which points of the graph paper satisfy this equation. You can easily see that minus 3 minus 2 satisfies the equation, but minus 3 comma 0 does not satisfy.
It's a whole different.
Yes, sir.
So why does it not, sir?
That's not the point.
It's not on the same equation.
Understand the question. Question is, you are given an equation, you want to find which points satisfy this equation or not. You realize that the only points which are on the graph of this equation, they are the only points which are going to satisfy. Nobody else is going to satisfy the equation. Yes.
Yes, I get it, sir.
That line just shows all possibilities.
Yes. So overall, what we can write. So let's come back to our original thing.
Sir, so there are infinite possibilities.
Exactly.
Sir, but I just had one doubt few minutes ago. I said that if you can draw a curved line, right, sir, in that
It'll
program.
not be an expression or an equation.
Yeah, I just want to see what that program will tell.
I don't think you can draw stuff like that. Maybe you can.
Discuss it. Just a second. Let me write this observation. Okay, I will listen to you what you want to say. The observation is, given an expression
Should we write this?
of straight line, the graph tells the story. Okay. Anything and everything on the graph of the straight line is the point which are going to satisfy the equation. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what do you want to say? Tell me.
Only that Pankaj. Pankaj is muted.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you want to ask something?
Yes, I just wanted to see if you can draw a curved line in that program, sir.
Yeah, we can do that. That's not a big
Can you
deal.
Sir, but you said curved lines cannot be an expression or an equation, right? Sir?
They
Yes,
cannot
yes.
be a linear expression. There can be an expression.
See,
Oh,
so that
yeah,
that
yeah.
straight
Fair
line
enough.
is a straight line. Curved objects are different category. Okay, they are of course not called lines. You can call them as curves. So basically there are two categories: lines and curves. Okay,
So like,
Input
can you
sin
just,
x. It'll show a
I
curved
just
one.
want you to draw a curve, sir. That's it.
Hey,
yes,
put
yes,
sin x. It'll show a curved line.
What?
we can do that.
Sin of
Don't
x.
worry.
Hey, trigonometry and all we didn't learn yet.
Did
I'll
learn
actually show a curved line.
We didn't learn yet.
I learned
Hey, I don't care
Yeah,
what you learned. You would have forgotten
Then you
in
should
2
know
days.
this. Then you should know this. It'll show a
Okay,
curved
I'll-
line.
Okay, see,
what?
we can prove that. It's a curved object.
Oh, what?
Y is equal to x square.
Oh yeah, this one.
Fine.
What about what Skongwell said? So sin x. Will that work?
Yeah, that will also work.
It'll show a curve. It'll be like a wavelength.
Oh my god. This is pure art.
But
Very much twisted, no?
no, sir. But
Sir, can I
how
make
do you
a
get
okay,
the-
nothing.
like sin x? It is like it's like a ratio, right, sir? But how can you get that into a graph?
Ratio.
Like,
Not a ratio. It's a function.
Yes. No, see, it's a very good question. What is the connection between their way of expressing? Okay, I'll tell you three ways which you know. One is sine is the ratio of perpendicular and hypotenuse.
yes, sir. That's what I
It is
asked.
a
How can you get
yeah, yeah,
ratios?
it is a ratio. Correct. Very good. Now another expression is sine is equal to square root of 1 minus cos square x. It is an
Yes.
identity, right? This is second way
sir.
of expressing. Likewise, to describe sine x, there are more than 10 ways. Okay, one of those ways leads to this graph.
And the way is
Right.
taking the position of a point of a
Whatever
circle,
is the
the radian.
whatever is that way of expressing, but that way of expressing sine x leads to the graph of it. Okay, so we have to
Sir,
wait
so-
for it.
So all these like, can you just click a random coordinates of in this curve, sir?
You just make fun of me saying coordinates. Sir.
Come again.
Can you just click on a random random
Coordinate.
Yeah, coordinates on the sin x lines
Yeah,
curve, sir. Can you just
yeah.
click on one random coordinates?
Yeah, we can do that.
Coordinates.
It won't exceed 1. It'll be like 0 point. Then
Will it be equal
We have
yeah,
to
it'll be
do
equal
that.
to 1.
but never over 1?
So
It will be like
so
this.
this ratio it is equal to sin x.
Sine of 90 is
So,
1.
yeah, so don't worry about that. You need to know then the way of expressing sin x in this way. It will require some time, and you are not at that stage. It is there in 10th standard. I guess 11th
No, one level less.
or 10th. 10th is there. Yeah.
So what we have in
So-
9th, we won't have in 10th, sir. So it'll probably be in 11th.
But it is going to come to you. You will soon learn how to make this connection. Okay, maths
sir.
is like this only. Okay, like you discover something, you have a lot of questions, but we have to go in a structured way. Okay. First, learn the things which are in your syllabus, get an expertise in that, then move ahead. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, in next
Another
class,
thing I have observed is that this curved lines, it doesn't go through any the sin x curved line curve, it curve wave, it does not go through
Anything.
like any other point of a whole number other than 0, sir.
It can go to 1. It can go
No,
to 1.
it's not going to 1. It is not going to 1. It's
Sine
not
of
passing
90
through.
is 1. Sine of 90 is 1.
good question. Very good. Very good observations. All of
Sin-
this depend upon the way of expressing. Okay.
Sine of 90 degrees is 1.
All of this,
Asking
I understood your point. I understood your point. See, it's just like asking what is the taste of a sugar without tasting the sugar. Okay. It's just
Maybe
like
taste
this
of
question.
sugar.
Sir,
Since
but
you
I
Tell it's sweet.
sugar sounds
Sugar.
so sorry. Sugar sounds so sweet to be spicy, sir.
How do you know it is sweet?
No, sir. Sugar
What
sounds
if
so
it's ammonium sulfate or something like that?
No, simple sugar. Your
Sankalp, do you
simple
know how
sugar.
cyanide tastes like?
Sour?
yes.
If you tasted it, you can't tell anyone that nobody knows the taste.
Oh, we'll
Okay,
die.
see. So point is, you can tell the taste of sugar only when you have tasted it. Okay.
So that's very dangerous.
Since
Sir.
you have not tasted the way of expressing sin x, you cannot tell how it tastes. So don't worry about that. Have some patience.
Try
We
this
will
at
get
home.
to that also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
In next class, we will see part 3, simultaneous linear equations and what we mean by that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All the best.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
sir. Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
I just want to ask you a question.
Okay, I
Yeah.
want to listen to it.
I
Yes.
don't want you to listen to
I'm not leaving.
it. Okay, I can stay here all day.
Leaving.
Sir can't.
Okay, I'll just ask the question. So like you said that you can calculate these lines even in like 3-dimensional and 4-dimensional, but in 4-dimensional the object changes but during the time, right, sir? So why in 4-dimensional when variable is continuously changing, how does that equation have a how is that equation a constant, sir?
What do you know about 4 dimension?
Like I heard my father saying that it is an object, it changes through time, like a 3-dimensional object, it just stays there. My clock is just sitting there, but it is not moving anywhere or
Unless you
doing
move
stuff.
it.
From a science student point of view, is the definition accurate?
I'm not a
No.
science student, sir, but can you tell me the definition of four
How are you
dimension?
not a science student? You do all the science thing, chemistry, biology, physics.
So to know it is, uh, it's so cool to talk about 4 dimension, 5 dimension, 10 dimensions,
You don't have an actual
but you
idea
you
of
only
how it
know
actually looks.
you only know only 3 type of dimensions, 1, 2, and 3. That's all. At this stage,
We can make assumptions, sir. That's it we can make.
Sir, but 4 dimensions is proved, sir. It is proved by scientists.
No, it's not. It's only proved to be there. We do not. It's not proved
see,
how it is performs.
in order to know an object, most important thing is its definition. What is it? you can explain four dimension in a paragraph, just simple English words, but it won't give anything. For example, you try to teach a 3-year-old kid about straight line. Okay. Will you be able to convince that kid?
Sir, I've actually tried. I've actually tried it. So I tried to explain my
Yeah.
younger cousin about algebra, and he totally got messed up, sir.
That's what
Because he learned
happens.
something better than that.
So there is a stage of everything. Some things should arrive at only particular stages. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Your 4 dimension is not at this stage right now. Even it is not after your 12th class. It will come only beyond that. At that time, you talk to me and I will tell you in detail what is it. Then you will be able to understand that language, that construction, and then things will move. Okay. We
Yes,
can
sir.
continue talking about it. This is that, this is not that, but it won't make any sense and it won't give you any, uh, any sound result,
Won't understand.
understanding.
So Nitish, I didn't ask any question, and sir didn't give me any answer. So bad luck.
He didn't give you an answer. You just didn't understand it.
He did give me an answer, but
He gave an answer that will give the actual answer when you are about 12th.
yeah. So I
Okay,
don't think
all right
you
then.
can wait till 12th.
Okay,
can
that
move
is
now.
good listening to that. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Oh,
Bye, sir.
all the best.